right here, it feels like there's just been extra tension. So I want to be able to bring things together in a way, so that way the body can be in a more ideal tensional space.
Oh. Thank you.
Well.
Oh, yeah.
Bri came in, been with us about 1.5 years, and the 3 main things that we were able to work on was actually immune system, believe it or not, had some neck tension, and then had some knee pain discomfort as well too. But the main thing that I think is very interesting about Bri is that she is the wife of a nurse. And that is so important because it plays a unique dynamic. Because I could just say, keep taking care of the provider, keep taking care of the provider, but who provides for the provider? So it's very important. So I think that her sharing her story is going to be very, very potent, as I'll share some of the neuroimmunological concepts, or how the nervous system and how the immune system are actually correlated, and how adjustments can actually help the body's ability to process and stay in a relaxed physiology versus just being vamped out. But I want to be able to pass the baton to Bri, and how's your care been in here with the Source, and shit, where the hell were you to begin with?
I was thinking, on the drive up here, I was actually thinking about the first appointment that I had with you, and I was literally, I had the tears welling up, and I think I had a really heavy expectation that I kind of just dumped on you, because I was sick, I was depressed, I was tired all the time. And I needed to start somewhere, and I just knew that physically I needed to get right, and I could actually have the strength and the energy and just the willingness to work on all the other stuff. So I can still remember having the lump in my throat, speaking to you for the first time. I'm like, this is my last effort trying to get everything going, and for sure within the first visit, definitely felt the effects even more after the first month. Fast forward to 1.5 years, and I don't see you as often, which is a good and a bad thing. I like not having, not needing to be adjusted every week, but I also miss seeing your face, but it is what it is.
That's kind of the bittersweet thing about care, is typically we see our people more frequently at the beginning because we need to generate momentum. As they become more adaptable, physically, mentally, emotionally, it's really, really powerful to be able to see their body gain momentum in being more able to have more bandwidth and be able to shift perception internally due to external stressors. As I think one thing that a lot of people can relate to is that it doesn't matter biologically what might be stressful, whether it's fostering a new child, whether it's holding space for a provider, whether there's a chaotic schedule and being able to need to adapt on the fly, whether it's death in the family, whether it's being laid off. There's all these different life factors and stressors that impact the body. Y'all might have heard it's the proverbial straw on the camel's back. Those add up, they add up, they add up, they add up, and over time the body will shut down. And what I think some of the more important things is, I'm excited to share some research, is the importance of adjustments making an impact on the body. And how so? Well, it takes time, of course, but we get to directly help the prefrontal cortex increase its ability to process. What the hell does that even mean? Well, the medial prefrontal cortex is actually responsible for emotional regulation. It's responsible for higher executive functions, but it also has a direct impact on the vagus nerve in the body. Medial prefrontal cortex, medial vagal nerve impacts then the body's ability to be able to relax. As when you hear the word neuroimmunology, it just means nervous system and immune system and how they intercorrelate. If someone's chronically stressed, well, they're navigating and they're letting out a lot of very strong and putting a lot of energy to being vamped up and stressed. As another thing that I think is very cool with our care, Bri started with a 1.6-inch anterior head carriage, meaning that she was like this to begin. Nice. Nice. On cue. And her head weighs 12, 13 pounds, but biomechanically, for every inch that the head is in front of the shoulders, that doubles the weight of the body. Why is this important? Why is this relevant? Well, there was a lot of neck tension that was coming from that, and this over time led to this posture, which was closing things down, and cycles a lot of that physiology that's in a stressed state versus a relaxed state. So I'll make sure to highlight that as well too. I'll throw it in the notes, and in the meantime, we'll get Bri adjusted, and I'll highlight a little bit of what I found in her care, and we'll rock from there. So, I mean, I've been taking care of Bria for about 1.5 years. So as I read the body through just being able to gauge the tone of the body through the Achilles and through the heel, it's just good to appreciate the overall tension of her system. Gonna connect right here at the occiput, connecting right below the CT junction. Have a breath in. Exhaling. Honestly, I think this move in itself is just worth hundreds of dollars, as so many people are just so compressed in that anterior translation of the head. So being able to help scoop and open up the occiput while being able to have them breathe into their mid-back, exhaling longer than the inhale. The breath is something that I focus on as well too with care, because if I can even just teach people how to breathe deeper just a little bit, it's gonna affect their overall physiology. Big breath in here, breathe. So as I'm noticing with this application of analyzing the body, I'm noticing, right here, it feels like there's just been extra tension. So I want to be able to bring things together in a way, so that way the body can be in a more ideal tensional space. Brie responds really, really well to being face up, so I'm gonna flip her over in a second. In the meantime, hips are moving well, besides right there. And as I'm palpating the lumbar spine, feels nice and relaxed. When a lot of my people first begin, everything's tight right here because these QLs are so tight, and it's like, because the body's in a defensive state, remember. Let's see, face me this side up, Brie. All right, I'm on things here, chilling here, chilling here. Good. Connecting sacrum, opening up in this capacity. I'm adjusting the involved side down. Let's have you go face down.
Down?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Get a little wiggle in. Yeah. Nice. That's when I palpate in there. That quadrant or that upper part of the sacrum is now moving and in a better space with less tension overall too. All right, let's have you flip over, go face up.
All right.
Keep your knees bent firmly as well too, please.
Okay.
Awesome. As featured in other videos, feel free to give this a big old hug.
Okay.
Beautiful. Here, I'm gonna switch this right here. Bow. Bring it towards me. So right now I'm testing to see what's the area that needs to open up. Right there. Gonna bring this down. Slight bridge of your hips, sis.
Oh, sorry, what?
Bridge your hips, lift them up. Good.
Oh. Thank you.
Well, every time. So I'm checking the anterior aspect of things. So I'm palpating C6. Feel that right there, sis?
Oh, yeah.
So the medial and anterior scalenes aren't the happiest. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna open things up. Checking the posterior aspect of the neck. Oftentimes C6 and C5, when these are locked up, I often see that's when the upper traps start to come up as well too, because the base of the neck, which is very important for stability, for safety, ain't doing what it needs to. So the shoulder's like, I can help. And that's where I think a lot of providers, they're like, I can help. And then they walk around like that for so long. So my job is to help restore biomechanical integrity, so that way neck can do what it needs to. But in the meantime, I'm adjusting the posterior aspect of C6 and also the anterior aspect of C6.
Oh.
Let your head melt away, so I got you. Another deep breath in. Exhale. Nice. Different, yeah? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. I'm just gonna open her up this way. Wait, there's more. Connecting right here, Atlas.
Oh, yeah.
Great work. Checking sinuses. Sinuses feel clear. Fantastic, Bri. Let's have you go face down one more time.
Right.
Big breath in. Exhale. Let your right arm fall to the side. So there's a little bit more in the mid-back. I'm gonna help clear, move the scapula off to the side, coming back towards the middle of the T-spine. Let your left arm fall to the side. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You got it. Aha. Aha. Feeling those muscles disengage, allowing themselves to actually open up. Feels fantastic. Base of the neck feels clear. Another breath in. Exhaling. Good. Beautiful. Come to a seated position, sis. Beautiful. Welcome back.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, you just breathe and chill. One cool thing that came with Bris Care as well too was in her first 6 weeks of care, we did a progress exam, and at that progress exam, she noticed much more energy available in her system. This is what becomes available oftentimes that I see because people can sleep through the night versus when you're in this low functioning beta or stress state, oftentimes the body doesn't feel safe or it can't drop into deep sleep a lot of the time because it's still prepared for survival. So sleep is one important thing and metric that I was able to come through, which made me really happy. And then after we had her second progress exam, after a course of about 3 months, that's when she started to report even more better improvement when it came to the mental and emotional aspect as well too. And then also when we finished up our care originally, it was great to be able to reflect the adaptability into all the stressors. Felt great. So if you're struggling with, with your immune system health or you're chronically stressed, if you're the provider of a provider and holding things down at home, please feel free to reach out via here, share this video with others, and don't forget, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Anyways, until next time, peace.